Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Aries, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. So before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, your key to the week is the Chariot card. All right, so this is where you get your mojo back. This is where things can speed up once more, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, if you are celebrating here at this tail end of Aries, then a happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope that you have an amazing day. Remember to fill the day of your solar return with a little bit of everything that you want the whole year ahead to have in it for you. So what I also want to say to you is the Chariot card this week is basically saying you have that go ahead to start moving things forward again. All right, this is where you can really start to pick up some speed actually. Up until now, even though the sun's been in your sign, so it's been giving you some of that sort of vitality and joie de vivre that you are known for. It's been giving you a bit of that back. Your plans have been somewhat stunted, I think a lot of you will find, and this week I kind of feel like they're going to pick back up. It also suggests that this week you are overcoming some sort of personal hurdle, and I actually think this is going to be you maybe addressing, and I say this out of all love by the way, maybe addressing a character flaw of some kind. I think this is going to be you being really honest with yourself about what you can change in order for things to evolve, in order for things to move forward. I actually think this could be a really great week for you in that regard as well. It's just going to take some real self-honesty. For your actions and options, you have the Queen of Wands. So in some way, shape or form, this is you, right? Whether you're a woman or a man, Aries, or a they, Aries. And this suggests as well that you are tapping into your own innate sensuality and sexuality. The Queen of Wands is also suggesting that this week you are very likely to be putting down a firm boundary. In some way, shape or form, this is where you are standing up to be counted. It's like where you're saying what needs to be said, but also this is going to be you being, you know, maybe even laying some firm boundaries with yourself. This could be maybe addressing an addiction. It could be you telling yourself that you're going to rededicate yourself to your health and fitness journey, whatever it means to you. In some way, shape or form, this is you pushing ahead with a personal plan, but it's one that really only you can benefit from. It's kind of like you're rededicating yourself to a specific path. And I know all about that energy at this moment in time, trust me. So with that, let's get on to your communications and conversations. You have the Page of Cups. So first things first, pay attention to what's happening this week because you're going to be revisiting it again in Cancer season, right? So at the moment, we're just about coming into Taurus season. So you'll be revisiting this probably around late June, coming into and the middle of July. So whatever's coming up this week, pay attention because you'll be revisiting it again at a later date over the course of this year. Now, your Page of Cups, when it comes to those of you that work for somebody else, this is about projects that you would like to implement. And this week, especially because you've got the Queen of Wands, you may be having a talk with a boss. You might be having a talk with a superior and saying, look, I have this idea. I know it's a really good idea. And you're doing whatever you can to push it forward, especially because you've got the Queen of Wands there. This is something that you're truly passionate about, something that you really feel like is going to be good for you, is going to be good for the company, like whatever it is. Try to push this forward. When it comes to those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves in any way, shape or form, this Page of Cups is really asking you to tap into that idea that keeps coming up. And I kind of feel like for a lot of you, it's like an idea that comes up and you put it down and you say, no, it's not time. It's not yet. I haven't got the resources. I haven't got the funds. I haven't got the time. And this idea just keeps popping up. Until you give it some credence, until you do something with it, it's just going to keep popping up. You're being given a recurring message this week, Aries, and it's important that you step forward with it because it could have your own best interests at heart, and it may very well be the thing that launches you into the space that you would like to be. When it comes to those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, your Page of Cups is really asking you to pursue some sort of creative endeavor. Maybe not even necessarily necessarily for the creative part of it, but so that you're utilizing your internal energies as well as your physical energies. There's something here that is requiring you to really look within this week, especially because of the Queen of Wands in that actions and options area. For your money and materials, you have the Knight of Swords. I mean, this could be a week where you are deciding to purchase a new vehicle. Maybe you're deciding to, you know, purchase some sort of new equipment for your business. Maybe it could be some sort of, you know, a new PC, anything, you know, maybe even a new phone. The only thing that I want to say to you is with the Knight of Swords, sometimes it sees us being too hasty. So if you are purchasing something new this week, ask yourself, am I buying this one because it's expensive and it's shiny and bright and it fulfills that Aries energy, or is it the best one for the job, right? I'll give you a really good example. Years ago, I met a sommelier, and she actually said, you know, sometimes the best wines that you have aren't necessarily the most expensive. There are some cheap wines out there that are actually better than some of the ones that are considered the best because they cost more. This week, I want you to really think about why you are spending that extra money and whether you actually need to. If it's fit for purpose and it does the job and it does the job well, does it have to cost more? When it comes to your health and vitality, I mean, this week, just look out for your hands, your fingers, your arms, this kind of whole general area. And for those of you that are on this journey or on that comeback trail, yes, I'm going to say it to you again, you need to start looking after your cardio, whether that's that you start running, maybe get on your bike, like whatever it is that's going to help you build up that cardiovascular system, get to it. And when it comes to your home and environment, well, look, it's going to be busy this week, and it may be an intense week for conversations. You know, you might have some stuff that needs to be said, but interestingly enough, it looks like you're in the right space to hear what needs to change about you. And I think when we're in that space, we're more receptive to how life is trying to push us forward. For your love and relations, you have the Five of Wands. This week, if you are partnered, please, 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 if you're partnered, married, relationship, don't let outside influences get involved when it comes to your relationship. I don't care whether it's friends or family. The chances are it could end up going horribly wrong. All right. One of the things that I will say to you though, the Five of Wands, because you've got the Page of Cups in the mix. For those of you that are single, newly seeing somebody, you know, maybe just starting to connect with someone, it does suggest that there is a spirit of competition there, which for an Aries is quite healthy, which is great. But I would say this, just be cautious of the people that you are connecting with, especially when it comes to the friendship circle, how they are impacting your relationships or your potential relationships. This would be a time to really take a long, hard look at what those actually are, what they look like, and more importantly, how they are impacting you. Interestingly enough as well, for those of you that are married or in partnerships or relationships, your Five of Wands can very often be a lot of people talking at once. And one of the ways that I kind of feel this happening is like everybody has an opinion on your relationship. Everyone has something to say. And quite frankly, it doesn't have anything to do with them. However, you need to check in with yourself to make sure that you are being true to yourself and also being authentic in your expression. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.